they just got pre-approved. Tell us about that experience, about getting pre-approved for a loan.
It's been a train wreck for 2 years.
But once we got a hold of you, everything has went relatively fast.
Yeah.
You did a very good job.
So you guys got pre-approved, and this is the first home that we're looking at, and the experience begins.
Yeah. Yes, we're excited. I think the boys are really
Come
excited.
inside.
Yeah, they are.
Yes.
We have just viewed our third home with the Durkee family, and we're moving on to the next. This was not it. Are you okay with the kitchen being closed off like this?
Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, it's close enough to the living room and
Formal dining.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
So far we have looked at, what's this, our fourth house?
Third, yes.
This is our,
From the first in general,
Mhm.
yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So 4 in total. And so based on what I'm hearing, you guys are leaning more towards newer homes because it's less issues, less problems, and the baby's coming. We don't have time to fix up things.
No.
Yeah, but you see when you look at different houses, you start narrowing down really what you want. You know?
We start noticing what we do and do not like.
Mhm.
It's not bad. It's just still on the older side, which
But it's in a
I have
really
worries
good
about.
neighborhood.
The neighborhood is good, and it's going to hold the home values in this
And
neighborhood.
prices will probably go up
Yeah,
on your value of the home. So that's something you gotta think about. The backyard definitely is not that big.
it's not that size.
Seems like smaller than what we have now, or just about what we have, just different
Smaller,
layout.
smaller.
Yeah.
And the other house, the newer house, has a really good space.
I just feel like there would be like a lot of updates with like, oh, it's having to do on a house like this.
Which I don't mind.
I know.
You know
We
that
just
I
gotta
don't
have
mind.
time.
So I would suggest that we sit down and we think about our 5 must-haves that we talked about at first. Now,
Besides
one of them was the tub. I know. What was number 2?
9-foot ceilings.
That just got added to the list.
I've jumped
We-
way nicer than what I thought it was gonna be.
And I feel like seeing the lady there with her child like made me feel a little bit better about that too.
And it's a
because
good price.
Yeah,
people, yeah.
and it's under our budget actually.
And that's what I'm worried about, because we can only go 10 more to our max. So, and people are doing that. So if we wanted to do it and we think about it, we got to do it soon, because
Yeah, it's gonna move fast.
I don't want, that house meets just about everything.
Yeah, I pretty much checked the other box except for the extra bedroom, I
Meets
think.
just about everything.
So next steps is you guys talk and you let me know what you want to do, and then we'll be ready to move forward on the contract.
On this one?
Okay, let's move on.
Smells brand new.
All right, guys, so we put an offer on a property, and we got beat out on that property because they waived the appraisal on it and offered a lot of more money on it. How did you guys feel when you heard that information?
Bummed out.
A little bit, but then it's just not meant to be. I already knew it was a little small for us, so that's just my sign.
So we are back at the very first house that we looked at.
Didn't think that was gonna happen.
And the house actually had an offer on it and it fell through. So is that a sign that maybe it's your
Like it
house?
was kind of meant to be, possibly.
Yeah.
We'll see when we get to that point.
Yeah.
For all of the people who are purchasing homes or maybe getting ready to go through this process, tell them about how you feel right now at this moment. Like what's goes through your mind.
Houses go fast.
Yeah, so we had to like
How's
jump
it
on the
going?
gun. A little anxious because of that reason, I think, but I don't know. Also because we have a baby coming, so
Definitely big enough.
yeah.
Yeah. I like the recessed lighting a lot. I love the countertops.
So
I
these
think
were
it's
your countertops that you use in the
Yeah.
Love this courts.
courts.
That's what kept pulling us back in, even at the smaller houses.
I
Yeah,
love the 2 living spaces.
especially with the kids. Yeah,
I love having a dining room and a living room and a family room.
yeah, for sure.
So I think the biggest thing is to sit down together, write down, the pros, the cons,
Yeah,
and decide from there.
as long as we can get everything fixed that
Yeah.
we want, then I think that we can definitely move on after the foundation.
Yeah.
this part, and you said this is gonna be the hardest part, and it's not hard, it's just tedious. It's like the waiting and it's just, ugh. This is the part that I don't like the most. Everything else just goes and it's like, boom, boom, boom.
So at the beginning, I explained, I said, underwriting, they're gonna ask you for stuff, just give them what they ask for. So I've seen this happen multiple times because you have multiple hands on the deal. So you have one person that processes the loan, then another person that does the underwriting, another. So all of these different people have to communicate, and that's the issue. But now we also have to get another survey because they didn't like the survey because it was 1979.
Oh, I thought 97.
I thought it said 97.
Oh, it was 79.
I knew that paper looked old.
Yes, it was
I
old.
realized it's that old.
And so they wouldn't put an insurance on it, a title insurance on it with how old the survey
That makes
was.
sense.
Yeah. I thought it was financing that was wanted, but then the survey said no. Title said they needed it.
So the documents that she sent me last night, I ended up printing out. That was the appraisal.
Yes, that was the
Because
appraisal.
it was like all new pictures in
It
there.
blows my mind that basically this whole thing took all this time for literally 10 grand.
Oh, for the appraisal
Yeah,
portion?
I mean,
Yes.
I mean, literally 10 grand. I was like, oh, okay, well, you know, because they wanted 243 4 years ago. I'm like, man, they're gonna come in super low or whatever. I'm like, this is gonna be a trip. But I said they're gonna be, if it comes in at 300, they're gonna be pissed.
No, well, see, you know, when I ran the comps in the beginning, I knew we were close. And so that's why I told the seller, I said, hey, it's a VA loan. If it doesn't come out and appraise, then we have to bring it down to appraisal value. And I gave them the comps so they know, you know, so.
Back then, yeah.
Well, I think that they realized that basically, no matter what, even if they were to not do this with us,
Somebody's
that
gonna
basically anybody that comes in, it's going to be the same appraisal. You know, but like I talked to you about or maybe I talked to you about, what blows my mind is you don't have a realtor. You can't just go by what a little birdie tells you that your house is worth 380 grand. You need to spend that extra money to get the appraisal first,
Get the comps.
and then you wouldn't have to deal with this.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And they were at 380 at first,
Exactly.
remember?
Exactly.
And so that,
I think, yeah, a lot of it had to do with that, and then also because it's like,
I think
it's
somebody-
a family history, so I understand.
I've been watching this old house on them doing
This old house.
Gone from 1990.
hey, they have a lot of books in the library too. So I know you're a bookworm. They have a lot of good historic home repair books in there. And it's one in there that tells you about inspections that you want to do like every year to look out for old houses. So, yeah. This is the Durkee's house. It was a for sale by owner. We were able to get it for them, finally closing on tomorrow. It's in a historic house and it's big enough for a family of 6 actually.
And tomorrow is really our free day because
Do
then
everything
on
we possibly can.
Thursday, the kids start school. We have relatives flying in from DFW. Come back, move more.
And then
The kids have football practice.
Just forgetting.
It's just like it's overwhelming.
And a new cute baby. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you guys need to hire somebody to move and take that off of your plate.
Nah, it's all right. We
We got this. We got this.
All right, guys. So we finally made it to the closing table after having a baby.
One is supposed to come before the other. But
Yeah. How you guys feeling?
Tired.
Happy.
Yeah. It's over.
Yeah, it's over.
And this is our amazing title.
How are you?
How you doing?